I am going to demonstrate how to get Absolute Apps for parents. Right now the iPad is sleeping, and this is the home button right here. We call it the belly button too. It's the only one you can press on the iPad. On the other end of the iPad is the camera, which is right here, and that's the front camera, and it also has a back camera, but you have to be careful that you don't have the cover covering the back camera to take pictures, but we'll do a different video on that later. Anyway, you press the home button to wake it up, and then always have to slide it to wake it up, and the students will have a passcode. I just have a generic one on this. You will have to ask your student what their passcode is. If they do not want to tell you their passcode, we can issue a clear passcode to it and get you into the iPad. Right now I can tell I'm not in the home screen, so I'm going to tap my home button again. And these are all the home apps. These are all the generic apps that Apple loads, and you cannot delete them. So the kids have loaded Absolute Apps. To get to the next page where I was, you can swipe it with your finger. And this is what they see. I've loaded a couple of apps on here. They tap Absolute Apps, and if they do not see this, they might have this selected. The A at the bottom, they will see a blank screen, but they need to go to App Store, and depending on what grade level they're in, they're going to see all these different apps. And they're alphabetical in order, and if they need to install one, I'm just going to select this very last one on this one. They have to install button, install, and they will get prompted for their password. And I'm going to lower this down because the keyboard shows on this. And put my password in. And press OK. Then the app will start installing. It goes back to the home screen, and that password will stay there for 15 minutes. So they want to install as many apps as they can in a 15-minute period. They just tap Absolute Apps again. I'm going to install Dictionary, and you'll see it goes. And this time it does not ask me for the password. And goes back to the home screen to the second page to load the apps. Now we've also put the MCS homepage on here for the kids. That's what that is. That will bring the screen up for the Manchester Community Schools homepage. You'll notice it has nothing on the top there where all the schools are listed, and there's a photo up there. It's because that uses Flash, and the iPads do not have Flash. It's not installed on them, nor is it available to be installed on it. So anytime something ever comes up that says it needs Flash, it will not work. So I'm going to tap my home button again, and that will take me back to the screen I was at. Tap it again, and there it is. And that is how to install Absolute Apps.